weird time with it.
Yeah. I mean, he's not an amazing king, but he's not been terrible.
No, but it's what he represents. and what he did with Diana, how he handled the Diana situation.
Sure, everyone's still sour about Diana.
Well, they are.
They are.
Bro, you talk like you know more about it than us.
I don't know if I know more about it than you.
You're saying stuff that's absolutely.
Okay, this has been Amazing Terrace Call.
Is what?
I've always liked it, doing the Duke of Edinburgh Awards and the charities, and stuff like that.
He did well.
He's done loads of shit like that. Absolutely loads.
It was Camilla was his downfall. Camilla and there was a few.
I don't know. He stayed faithful to Camilla. Isn't that to his credit?
No, because he did that behind. He did that while he was with Diana.
He did that even before Diana.
So there's a trend.
Yeah, that's exactly my point, McZed.
Republicanism, I think that's what it's called. So, there's this show, especially about younger than 35. There was a rape scandal
about it as well. There was a rape scandal that he was supposed to have done to rape one of his servants.
Yeah, which royal hasn't raped somebody?
See, you're disgusting, you are, man. You know absolutely nothing.
Shit about the royals anyways, man.
The Brits.
The Brits.
Like, who cares about them?
Or is that John?
European.
Yo, what's up?
Me and my entire family, you know?
Hey.
But why would you,
What did you say then, Rick said? What bad did you say?
Point is a quite beautiful lady. Are you African, Nubian, or South American?
Yeah, I'm a
With you, I'm gonna send you my Instagram. If you don't mind. That's what you
That's the right dude in the title right there, man.
We're getting about a heterosexual relationship.
Don't care with
afternoon at like 4 o'clock. Still.
She knew that anyway.
Working.
She could have stepped down and let him.
At 4 o'clock, I think they were shit testing me to see if I was still working. And my new manager called me Friday at 6 o'clock. Is that a hard move, or is that like what's going on here? Friday 6 o'clock.
I met a girl fucking Germany. She came here. She prefers the UK. Like, she's a royal.
Labor Day weekend? Like, sheesh.
Born and raised in
I guess it just is kind of like,
she's like, London is my home.
I mean, she told me, she said,
dude, shit, seriously.
My new manager said,
there are people around the world that absolutely love British wine.
Like, shit.
Yeah, and that's it. That's a lot.
Yeah, it's good news, David. It's good news. Moved over to the flagship VIP team.
Love it.
I hate to say, it's definitely not.
We voted to stay.
I don't want to say, it's job security.
I think it's hard people because
it's
of the British
sales
Empire and the shit they have done before. I feel like, okay, because you're a fucking cunt.
This team has very little turnover.
It doesn't say
as much turnover as there is in the company. There's so much fucking turnover in the company. But this team, they're pretty small. Long term, they're pretty it's the team that's expected to do all the work.
Queen Elizabeth, you could
you want to say job security, but if you're good.
Queen Elizabeth.
We just can't have no job.
It's amazing. She served the people give a hell of a lot. Her sister Margaret, who used to hang about with the Crays and went drinking and smoking every night and went partying, who died early. She was awesome. We loved her. The Queen sacrificed all that.
Is she gonna get charged?
The Queen isn't some grandma. At the end of the day,
she wasn't a woman who went.
Tell us why she's evil. Tell us why she's evil.
Presiding over,
she served
just the war on terror is enough to say, she's pretty bad, actually.
Listen, mate, listen. Lord Mountbatten, the king, her husband, the Queen's husband, Philip's brother, got killed by a rocket tied to a speedboat and blew him up, and his kids. while collecting lobster pots. In Ireland, they blew him up. That was the IRA blew him, and he's the one he partitioned India and created Pakistan with a ruler pissed up one day, and that's how.
Yeah, Pakistan makes sense regardless of what happened. I know you think.
I'm just talking about the character who got killed. He was the brother of Prince Philip, who was German. He was the brother, and he got killed by the IRA. So she's been through a hell of a lot, that queen. She served in the Second World War. She was a mechanic in the Second World War. Election car. She was an amazing woman. So,
yeah, you understand that the world doesn't look favorably on the British Empire at the height of its power. Like, people have a negative view of the British Empire.
Yeah, but our queen was loved all over. The Commonwealth was held together by that one woman. Now she's gone. It's already starting to unravel. They've already got votes coming up for independence. You've got Australia coming up with one. You've got New Zealand. They're getting voting on it. So that was always, I knew that was always going to happen when she went. They were only held together from her.
Yeah, it is uncharted territory for the British monarchy going forward. You don't have the CV of someone like Queen Elizabeth, even though I don't believe she's necessarily a person to be admired, but, especially with the history of the British Empire. But, I see your point.
Well, more independent states will probably, from a descendant of Anglo-colonialism, result in similar projects to America.
America are there because of us.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
You might even be a descendant of Scotland.
Me? No.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he's a descendant of Aaron. Sorry. Just a fact.
Yes.
No, my more recent ancestors come from Czechoslovakia and Germany.
I'm happy with 4 or 5. I don't know. I don't really
Also,
care
a lot
about my eating subs. I want placements.
Yeah.
I can have 1 eating subs, 1 placement. That's good.
So Austria, Germany,
I'm curious about your ancestry.
Czechoslovakia.
I'm sure I'm probably 2% Han Chinese. But, so.
Yeah, and they wouldn't even admit that.
You don't see me got a statue of a tiger.
No, I'm just talking about my recent
Have
ancestors.
you ever seen Braveheart, Richard?
Yes.
Well, there you go then. You need to go and watch it again just watch it again. Mull over it one more time.
Do you know that William Wallace was the first person tried for war crimes, basically?
Wasn't tried, was he?
He was. There was a trial.
I think that story didn't end well for him.
Oh yeah, no, he gets
So it didn't end well
murdered
for all of
crowd.
Well, it did end well for him, really, because he went down. He went down. He wasn't a king, and he wasn't. Now he was a king. He was an ordinary man. He went down in history as being the famous man to ever walk to Scotland. So it did pan out well for him in the end. It was all done through. It was mad, and it's true. Through a love story. So here's my man. He'll put you to rights. You start slagging off the crown now. You'll see what happens.
Board for 6 years old today. What happened?
No, it makes sense here.
So if the Irish were able to twist of odds and history changes, and they end up having a monarchy and it's more powerful than the English, and they ended up subjugating the English, do you think Irish would have been more benevolent than the English?
And I'm taking a copy of that PTR just saying.
I would say no as well.
There's no evidence of that. Firstly, half the claims of Irish oppression are literally based on nothing. Right? Their own the worst one that they always cite is, the famine. Look at how many of us died. Their own historians acknowledge that the famine was not deliberate. Right? The famine was not a genocidal starvation policy. Yes, they criticized the British government for how it handled it, but none of them say that, the famine was a deliberate attempt by the British to starve us out. And why would they? Because at the time, there was no strong or particularly resonant anti-British sentiment in Ireland. Like I said, up till like the late 1890s, 40% of the British army was literally Irish. I mean, in World War I or World War II, no, World War II, 200,000 Irishmen just volunteered to serve in the British Army, right? And this is genuine, like, volunteership, right? Not like Soviet volunteers where they're just, like, volunteering at gunpoint because Stalin and the Bolsheviks had guns at their heads. No, Ireland was already independent by then. But 200,000 Irishmen still served in the British Army with distinction. Why? Because they didn't really hate Britain. This whole, we hate the Brits, we hate the crown, we hate Queen Lizzie and all, it's just this gay, leftist, Marxist, invention of the 90s that, like, has just, unfortunately, it's become real because it's so ingrained in Irish conscious, right, that now they themselves have adopted it, but based in historicity, no, right? There's no real or evidence of that strong anti-Irish sentiment in Britain.
See, yeah, because what they were basically saying, that England and Scotland haven't got their own identity. And we just like basically English, down Englishmen.
Well, you could actually argue that for Lowland Scots. I mean, Lowland Scots were already speaking English.
I would say,
yeah. So we did have our own language. We did have our own language. I was arguing.
Yeah, but no one speaks it except the Highlanders.
No one speaks it now. Yeah, no one speaks it now.
400 years ago, speaking it, except the Highlanders, and the Highlanders were irrelevant. The Highlanders, again, another thing
Don't start shit with me. Listen, the Lowlanders that you're talking about from Edinburgh and Aberdeen and all that, they still spoke it. They still spoke Gaelic. It's a fact.
Yeah, but very few of them. Like most, like if you look
now they don't, but they did back then.
Yeah, but even if you look, right, Scots is still officially considered language. Why do I understand every single word of it? Because Scots is just English.
I know that's what it is now. I know that's what it is now because we voted. I just did all this arguing. We voted to stay in Britain. I voted to stay in Britain. I've just done all this, but we did have our own fucking identity, for fuck's sake.
No.
My 300 years, my family goes back to England. In England, my last name is a Scottish one.
No, but that's the thing, Scotty. I'm not denying that the Scottish people have a separate identity than the British or the English, right? What I'm saying is that identity. No, it's not. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that identity is fundamentally not anti-union. It's not anti-English. It's not anti-union.
It's definitely not anti-union.
Yes. But what I'm saying is that there is a segment of leftist degenerates, and you find them in every single society that clings to this, we're anti-monarchy, anti-empire, anti-this, anti-that, right? And it's artificial. And a lot of them cling to very false, distorted, pseudo-reality.
You missed part of the conversation we were having, so you'd have been a bit more clued up into what I'm saying. I was arguing with Big Z. He was saying, look, basically, in Pepe, we just get dicked over by the English and this, that, and the next thing. They don't know.
No, that's a lie. No, if anything, the English get screwed over by the Scottish, and based on how the economics and all of the union work. Scotland benefits more from Britain than England.
Yeah, because we bring in more. Trying to explain that to them. I must be not as good as explaining things as I thought I was, but I wasn't going to. At least I didn't crash out. I didn't throw my fucking phone. That was my main thing. I didn't quite.
Would you bring in long socks? I thought.
No, but it's easy.
Why would you?
And a lot of these people, man, they literally don't care about Scotland.
Because I'm I'm a proud Scotsman, and I'm quite passionate about things. So what I was just saying then So I'm getting better and better at handling these long drawn out things.
I'm just saying, when you see it,
Because I've already got a second one. I'm on my second phone as it is.
But that's the point.
with Jews, it's always about them. When they're talking about someone else,
So what Chucky can do with these videos is that, you know how I don't know if he's gonna come up here respond or not, you know, but instead of putting the picture of the PTR, maybe click on the bio and show the username. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. So I'll give you guys a heads up. So I think it's a fresh YouTube account of John Kitover. So when you open up a fresh YouTube account, it doesn't allow you to put links in there. So you have to get approval from YouTube. So you have to upload IDs and whatever. And I think YouTube probably is gonna kick John Kitover or out. You see what I'm saying? Until then, yeah. It happened to my YouTube channel up there on the top. They wouldn't let me put any links. They said you don't have any views, blah blah blah, and you have to provide ID or some verification or some shit. If it had a lot of views on it, but in the meantime, I think it has plenty of information in there. I checked
what
it out.
is this conversation between Bibi Kapara, Daniel, Dave? Did you listen to it?
That one was, I think that one was from that, do you guys remember, last week? That one was, I think John Kitover, remember? He recorded. He likes to record rooms, right?
Got it.
Yeah. So
Good job,
I
Shuki.
think
Good job.
slowly, we need proper information, and some of these people, they deserve it.
Yeah. Not some of them, all of them deserve it.
Slowly, one by one. I think John Kitover is the one that's John Kitover is the one that's gonna, destruct. He's gonna destruct the other Zionists on the side.
Well, they're so stupid, man. They don't. They think they're the smartest, but they're the dumbest.
We got two in the audience. I think of Normal and probably this other John Kitover.
It's him. He's listening.
John Kitover is listening to John Kitover. Oh.
Yeah.
What's okay? What share this? What is this thing?
This is this guy called Shuki on this app. He did blasphemy. In one of the rooms, attacking the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. And apparently, John Kitover was in that room. He recorded it. He enjoyed it. He enjoyed it so much, he put them up on his own account, on YouTube account. And, apparently, he's got Shuki's all the information in there. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy.
Yeah, it's in the chat. You can shoot.
And it's dedicated to Shuki. I think he's in prison. Is he in prison? That's what the video says. Did you guys read it? I read the first screen. It says Shuki's in prison. It's dedicated to him, And apparently John Kitover enjoys it. It says he did a good job, a fellow Jew, mocking Islam. Can you guys read this shit?
Arabic?
I could read Arabic, yep. But what about it?
خلاص شو بدك لك هسه في اثنين شوكي.
No, don't read it. Don't read it.
أنا بدي كوبيات يعني مش صاحي أنا كنا هسه بيز.
What did Chucky write in the chat?
I'll send it to you in the back channel. I mean, Chucky, they can literally.
والله يا صاحبي I don't know what to say بس they are always منورينا بس والله يبان صايرة بورينج هاي وقفتك انت برينك وين بدنا اكشن انا I wake up just thinking about you أمير
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. What about what's up? What's up?
I tell you, we need
What?
some action shows.
Why did you put your picture dark? Why is it dark, brother?
بدي أخلي حياتهم سوداء. I want to
Speak
make
Shoya,
it like
Shoya.
Brother, he doesn't speak. He's not.
I speak Shoya, not too much, brother, not too much.
I teach you what I'm doing. I'll teach you.
No, it's okay, brother. This room is I'm not here to learn Arabic right now. My focus is on Zionist. But
No,
John
Zionist,
Kitover.
you must sometimes to give them Palestinian words, you know, in their place.
No, but the Zionists they speak in English. They don't speak Arabic. They don't speak. They don't even speak Hebrew. A lot of them. They're either from New York or Japan or China or some shit, man. We even have a from Zionist from China.
Wallah.
Yeah, there's one
I
idiot that
speak
comes to
five
me.
language, Amir. I can help you sometimes.
Oh, you do? Okay, nice.
Luigi, parlo francese, parlo italiano, parlo spagnoli.
Nice.
As you want.
But anyways, welcome, Bayfan, Nergis.
تعلمنا كل اللغات. We learn all the language for them.
Right. Nergis, the room is running in the hallway. Maybe somebody else you brought, you know.
We know who.
It's only one person, you know.
It's okay, my dear.
Oh, what did I do?
طولوا بالكم يا جماعة. Take it easy.
Take care, bro.
No wonder Caroline Levitt, billionaire.
أبو عبيدة نرجس بنتنا.
What?
أبو عبيدة.
What do you mean?
يعني she Palestinian.
Who?
Nargis will only the name Nargis, Palestinian name.
No, Farsi.
In the lifestyle, affect your
فارسية. هلا وسهلا.
صح.
الله
نعم.
ينعم عليك.
So, brother Uber, is it Uber, right? What do you think? What do you think the future holds for West Bank and Gaza?
Listen, now, like, maybe the most dangerous thing in the Zionists, like, they made a lot of big mistakes. And this mistakes is seriously, like, it's like gonna be a big benefits for not the Palestinian or Muslims. Because what they exactly made in the last 1 year, okay, from the beginning, they spent around 7-8 months just to understand where they are after 7 months. But after that, they decide that there are opportunities to like let's take it, and this is what Netanyahu decide. Because they believe that the most important to understand your enemy, what he believe, not what you believe, what he want, what he gonna do, what is his vision. That vision is standing on what? So this all understanding was very important to see it like as action or acting in the ground. And exactly he thinks that he's doing now the God orders and the God plan. And it's the time for that. And this is something like he deep dive in it, which is what? Which is like we need today to redeem all the plans that we planned. They prepare a lot of plans, you know. They have like plan for 20, 30 years. Like we gotta do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to reach what the God want by doing Armageddon. I don't know if you know Armageddon, like the big war that make us back again, and for them also as the people who. This is why I was mentioning before about the Christian Zionists, because this belief coming for both. So now he redeemed that. He will not stop the war. This war will be continuously going. And because they believe that we gonna finish this war with Armageddon. And from the good thing that also in Muslim, if you read Quran, go to Surah Al-Ahzab, and 7 October it was when? In 2023, correct? So go to 23, Ayah 23, start read from there. You will understand what will happen. This is one of the things which I read it and I go through it, which is really talk very honestly about what is the situation. من المسلمين رجال صدقوا ما عاهدوا الله فمنهم من قضى نحبه ومنهم من ما زال ينتظر وما بدلوا تبديلا. ليجزي الله المسلمين. Anyway, so you can complete it alone if you are interested to understand what happening and what will happen.
So can you expand on it? Like what does the ayah, what does the verse say?
Ayah that say very clearly about each thing happening. It was like, I was shocked actually when I discovered it, but it was talking about you want in English, correct?
Yeah, so that everybody can understand.
Yeah. So I must read it in Arabic, honestly.
Not read it, like based on.
No, not read it. I read it in my mind, just to add, I remember.
And are you talking about من المؤمنين رجال صدقوا? Is that
exactly? Yes.
Okay.
So that one is if you read it from 23 to 27, okay, just let me make it all. So it's talk about the people who's there are a Muslim who really believe in God and they are will attack somewhere. Okay, so some of them will die. And some of them who's honest mu'min, honest believers. Some of them will die and some of them will wait, and this will not change. In 24, the year of 24, you remember 23 that happened. 24 it was really tough. So what it's saying, there's Allah صادقين بصدقهم ويعذب المنافقين إن شاء يتوب عليهم إن الله كان غفورا رحيما. That means exactly that the God will give the honest people of them, because they must to be really have a big vision, like sabr. They need big vision to be in the 24, because they're gonna be in very tough situation, and a lot of them will be go out of that situation. Like it is, they cannot take that heat. So Allah will give it jaza for the honest people of them, and make who's munafiq from them like under big bad situation, or he give the mercy to them. Inna Allah kana ghafur rahima, the God. Okay, now we are which year now? 25, correct?
Okay.
We are 25 already. From beginning, if you remember, in January, February, like if we start this year with no ceasefire. If you remember, we start this year with ceasefire, and the fire it's more going down. Okay, and I guess during this next period, every time now they announce they will stop it again. Okay, so but the fire like is not same of 24 or 23. It's going a little bit less, and I'm sure like within this few months or this month maybe they will cease fire, but temporary. They will not stop the war. 26. وأنزل الذين ظاهروهم من أهل الكتاب سيقصيهم وقذفهم. So 26 will back the war, but this is different war. I don't know what is the icons here and what will happen, but here we are the strongest. and it's gonna back again with more aggressive things like we will attack back. We will attack back. I don't know who will attack. Jordan, Syria, Lebanon, some people from other planet, and don't ask me how. I know the overall situation or overview is disaster. But who believe that Bashar will go from Syria within 24 hours, or I don't know, 6 of the president?
Bro, to be very honest with you, like I'm actually reading those verses, and I don't know.
What is this? Istikhara?
No. Do you like? I know you're very into God conversations and all that. Do you read verses like?
Yeah, I read verses.
Do you want to pull up, like, without getting deeply into religion? Do you want to look at those verses?
Yeah, Quran. I've read the Quran a few times.
Okay, Surah Al-Ahzab.
Which
Look
one?
at Surah Al-Ahzab from 23 to 26 or 27.
Good Lord. Today no one had used the word.
They're short. They're not long.
No, today no one had used the number 23. Every day I hear it from somewhere, I see it. You use it today. Surah Ahzab, ayat
23 to 27. Like, if you read them, I don't know, like, to be honest with you, there is kind of a connection. I actually sent it over to someone.
I also read it often, like.
This first time you read it?
So I never really focused on the
definition. No, man. No, nobody read it. This is from my mind. I was read it, and I will say what? 23 with the 23. 24 with 24.
No, but if you read, like, if you look at the, like, I mean,
why
reading.
Ahzab? Why you picked Ahzab? Is it Surah 23?
Why not? If I picked any, how do you will?
No, you did it like Istikhara or like.
No, he's connecting. No, you can't say that.
Like fall of Quran.
He's connecting. على فكرة ما بيصير يا أوبر, even if kidding, it's not acceptable.
What is it?
Like to kid about religion. But Nargis, like if you read,
he's a human man.
I just want to know why.
Yeah. No, read them, and I don't know. I think there is a connection. Huh?
Yeah, of course. He's really good at. I really like this surah very much. One of my favorite ones.